Dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. Greetings from the sleeper berth, and I hope y'all are doing amazing out there. We're going down the road right now, and my co-driver's getting ready to swap with me in a little bit. But right now, I want to talk about 10 things that I dislike about trucking, and a couple things that I love about it. So, without further ado, let's deal with all them thumbs downs, and let's get started. So, the hatred on this channel has grown to the hatred on this channel has grown to an exponential high in the last couple days. And therefore, I have to talk about something that I hate. And so, let's do those 10 things. Number 10 is gonna be the constantly changing weather. Now, yeah, I do enjoy chasing storms and such, but when it gets windy out here, you definitely feel it in a big rig. Much more so than you do in your little puny Prius. Number 9. That's going to be the pay. The pay in trucking is definitely not great, and it definitely needs improved. Some drivers have even gone on strike over this. Number 8 is going to be the traffic. Anybody who has an anger problem like me will definitely become angry when the traffic really starts getting bad. And especially when you have a co-driver that's yelling at you, asking you what the traffic is when you're trying to sleep. Because either a crash has occurred ahead or something shut down the highway. Number 7 is going to be, and this has to do with the traffic, that crazy driver in the Prius, or in the 12-point Buick, or in some other car that cuts in front of the truck and decides to brake check it, especially now with these newer trucks that have a built-in radar and automatic braking. Yeah, that's right. This truck will literally slam on the brakes for you when the car cuts you off. And I'm talking about the Cascadia that I'm in. I'm not sure about your truck. Number 6, the maintenance. I have been begging my boss for the past few weeks now to fix a piece of plastic that was damaged on the truck. And while I've been able to take it off myself, I don't have the parts in stock to replace it. And it's clear there must be some sort of shortage going on because he has not gotten around to it. I blame COVID. Number 5 is ELDs. And in particular, hours of service regulations, since they're tied together. Having a babysitter enforced when you have to shut down is very, very annoying, and that's why I call it the babysitter. It acts like some annoying person who's trying to tell you what to do even when you can't. And that also ties in with something I like about trucking, by the way, which I'll get into in a minute. Number 4 is going to be the continued hatred of drivers. It seems like in the truck stops and in the rest areas and at the customers, there seems to be this ongoing hatred between the drivers themselves, the employees, etc. And it needs to stop. I would really like to see more positivity in this business on that. Number 3, long hours. Even with the advent of ELDs, the hours just keep getting longer and longer and longer in this business, because you're spending time away from your family and time away from your home. That also ties in with the low pay I mentioned earlier. I mean, if I was making $50 an hour, I wouldn't mind it as much. But I'm not. And neither are about 95% of all these drivers are out there. Some drivers are making less than $30,000 a year, for that matter, and that's not even enough to afford rent. Number 2 is going to be the living situation, because you're constantly out on the road, constantly changing altitudes, and your doctor says that is not good for you, especially in an environment where you can't really get much exercise either. And the number one thing I hate about trucking: detention. When you're stuck sitting there for hours inside your truck cab, not knowing what's going on at the loading dock. And they keep telling you, oh, we're still loading you. Oh, this, oh, that. It gets on every driver's nerves. Now, there's just two things I love about trucking that are keeping me in this business. Number 1, the freedom. Without a boss looking over your shoulder, I mean, the ELD's like the next worst thing, but the boss is looking over your shoulder is definitely by far the worst. You can get away with so much more than you can with somebody just staring you, like right there. And number 2 is the fact that I love to road trip. If I was paid to just drive my Tundra around all day long without a care in the world, I would gladly do that. So there you go. 10 things I hate about trucking plus 2 things I love. Leave a comment down below if you want more videos like this. If you dislike this video for any reason, like the audio, hit the thumbs down twice and leave a comment as well. I'm Zach Bell, this is Truckin It, and until next time, let's make your best trip your next trip. Keep learning, keep thinking, keep driving safely. Bye for now.